On this channel, $1 Million Made Easy, we love to run numbers for people. I was recently watching a financial channel and they were running a case study. They had somebody that was 58 years old, name was Mary, had 700,000, 58 years old, really wanted to retire, wanted to know where she might be. She said she wanted to take her Social Security at 62, which would be, and that would be 1,960. And she figured she needs $4,000 a month in living expenses. And she wants to do a 60-40 asset allocation, 60% staying in the S&P 500 and 40% going into a cash reserve account, some kind of a bucket, a liquid. So when the market's going down, you take it out of here, not out of the S&P 500, because you don't want to sell low in the market. So we want to go ahead and run the numbers. We also want to give this individual Mary a 3% COLA. We want to see, using the numbers for the last 100 years, where she might be. Uh, Obviously, it's going to be different whether you have a good decade or a bad decade like the 30s and the 2000s, or a couple of good ones like the 80s and the 90s. But we're going to look at the whole range of numbers here and see where Mary might be, because she wants to know what their prognosis is or what it looks like in the future for retiring right now at age 58. So we're going to go ahead and update this and see how many times this will be problematic going forward with the numbers from the last 100 years. Now we're going to see no problem, 4,000 a month, 3% COLA, 60-40 split, taking out 4,000, and in the age 62, taking out 1960. You can see it dropping down there in the fourth year. This is how much he's taken out. The only time you would have run out of money in the last 100 years is in the 30-year period in 1929 and 1930, because that was such a problematic decade. The market was down, down, down. But that's the only time she would have run out of money. Looking forward, the returns are like the last 100 years. Let's do a couple other things here. Let's do let's see, let's go ahead and see what 4250 might do for her. Again, what's happening is this individual in this channel says a lot of people think they need millions of dollars to retire, and they end up working a lot longer than they need to, because they're trying to reach that goal that's really hard to get to. Say she was expecting to need $1.5 million or 2 million, she just keep working past 58. When here she has enough money already to retire, given the numbers that she wanted this individual to run. And let's go ahead and see what 4,500 is, because sometimes people, people don't take out enough. They have enough money in there they could take out. Well, let's see what might happen if she took out 45% of the time she'd run out of money in 20 years, 18% of the time she'd run out of money in 30 years. Here's the actual 20-year graph. The only problem times would have been the Depression years in the year 2000. So it looks like she could probably take out a little bit more. Let's just do one more and see if we can get this 18% down there. Take out 4250. Again, she's planning on 4,000. She takes out 4250. Look at that. Almost no times would you run out of money taking out 4250. So this shows us you don't need multi-millions of dollars. It all depends on what you think your monthly expenses are going to be. In her case, she had it figured out with 4,000, and she was just fine. She was just fine. Let's do a couple other things here. She also wanted to know if she could retire if she waited till age 67. Again, she's gonna stop working at 58, but she would get $2,700 if she waited. 2,700. So we want to run the numbers for that and see how much different that might be. Let's go back with the 4,000, which is what she counted, which she was figures her expenses are. Let's go ahead and see if that would be problematic to wait till age 67. Again, just 4% each time. So if she wanted to wait, that means the 2,700 wouldn't start kicking in until down here in the ninth year. At that point, she would be taking out 4,919 the year before, based on this 3% COLA. And then in the ninth year, she'd get this 2,700. That would knock her down to 2,219. In that case, she still wouldn't be run out of money, except the 1929 and 1930 scenario, because again, that was just a horrible time period. You had 4 down years, and then down 35, and then three more down years. But looks like she could go ahead, and it doesn't really make that much difference whether she takes it Social Security at age 62 or at age 67. But that's what we can do in this channel, run numbers for you. We just love doing it. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Let your friends know about this channel. Let them know there's a channel out there that'll run numbers for them with all kinds of different scenarios. Please like the video, share it, and thanks for watching.